All right, this is the Time to Sled podcast, even though the thumbnail might not say it yet. I don't know.
Ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing. Just know that that's what it's called. Today, we're going to talk about aliens and UFOs and stuff. I am Cameron. This is
Cole.
And then this is
Chris.
Chris is here.
We did it, guys.
We did it.
We got it.
All right. The first thing I want to say, though, is that I wanted to ask you and you a question.
Are they separate questions?
No, this one's the same question, and then I have two little just things to say.
Okay.
Could you, in all reality, do you think you could handle mentally whether it was good or bad that you did it? Could you handle killing a person?
No.
Jesus Christ.
No matter what the detail, like even if you had like a daughter and they killed that daughter and like did whatever gruesome thing you could think of, like, do you think you could actually end a life no matter what the motivation is?
Wow, what a dark ass fucking topic you just started us off with. I've entertained the thought of, wow, what if there was a home invasion and shit like that, and I had to fucking shoot somebody to like protect myself.
Yeah.
I would still be fucked up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be okay afterwards. There's no way. Just knowing that was a living person that was born and then fucking like had memories.
Had a whole timeline up until the point you killed them.
Yeah. No matter how shitty they were. That's awful. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
In a way, that's why I kind of.
But you could do it.
If I had to, yeah.
Like you wouldn't be like, oh, let me try to shoot his legs. You'd be like, head first.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd like to think that I would attempt to maim them first.
Like just shoot them in the body and just hope for the best. Like hope it just makes them fall to the ground until police can get there.
Yeah, but usually
that's what I would hope.
Usually like stuff like that, you don't have time to aim.
True.
You just fucking
like,
go to town.
Boom.
Yeah.
If you had a gun. Like, but like ninja stars.
Right. Specifically.
So Chris, you said no immediately.
Nope.
You just couldn't do it.
No.
Even if somebody like was gonna kill you?
In a panic situation like that,
fight or flight.
I bet fight or flight. Would
there's
kick
no
in.
telling how I would respond.
That's a good point.
What about pull the plug mercy situation?
Jesus.
Like they're begging for it.
Why are you asking these questions?
I just thought of it, man.
What do you mean they're begging for it?
Like they're sitting there like, I cannot handle this anymore. I'm in torture. Please hit this button and kill me.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'd be like,
that's more of a that's more of a sparing pain.
That's like
than taking
mercy.
a life.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's something Julie and I have talked about too. Is like, she's seen the worst at the hospital of people that are of people that like their family is so old fashioned and all that stuff, and they're like, no, we're gonna put them on a ventilator and we're gonna put them on life support or something like that.
Sucks.
And they're just a vegetable for months, and they like
just so they know that body breathes.
Yeah, and it's like we've talked about how like there's no way any of us, like her and I, would want to be in that type of state.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Same. Yeah. So. What about you? If they were like asking you to, would you do it?
I don't know.
It's a tough fucking question.
That's a tough question.
Ending somebody's entire history.
Yeah.
You deciding that.
How the fuck are you gonna bring up these type of questions, but then like start it by like, we're gonna be talking about UFOs and aliens, but first,
next topic. When I wash my hands in like my bathroom, like we keep like having to pee between podcasts or whatever, I wash my hands.
Yeah.
I don't even use a hand towel. I just wash my hands and dry them on the towel that I use when I shower. Do you do that?
What do you mean the towel?
So like there's towels behind the door that like me and Ashley use when we shower.
Okay.
I will just use those to dry my hands after washing them.
Now you're asking a question about the bathroom setup, because I don't have the towels that I use to shower with in my bathroom. Oh, because
you don't reuse towels. You just use a new towel each time?
No, every now and then I'll reuse towels, but I have a whole like closet in the hallway that's dedicated to towels and stuff. It's not in the bathroom.
So when you take a shower, you get a towel and bring it to the shower.
Correct.
I see.
Yeah.
So what about you? Do your towels hang in the bathroom?
They do, but I use a hand towel.
I feel like 90% of the country would have their towels just in the bathroom.
Great. So this is another, hey, Cole's the weirdo, because
even at your parents' house, there's like towel racks where the towel would hang.
Yeah, but that's the towel rack, the thing that's on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's decorative.
What the fuck are you talking about? That serves a purpose.
You don't use that for
hang
real
your
towels.
That's what it's used to dry the towel.
Hell no, bro. So I got
You ever been in a hotel where fucking towels are hung on towel racks?
It's a hotel.
Oh my fuck.
It's a hotel. Anything's game at that point.
This has now turned into controversy.
But yeah.
Comment in the description. Do you use towel racks to hang your towels, or are they decorative?
My bathroom has a gray and black theme, and I hang a
Fair.
gray towel on my towel rack on my wall, and it stays there for decoration.
So it's for the people who. So it's for the people who visit your home and meander into your personal bathroom.
Yeah, take
and be
pictures
like,
of shit.
I like how they decorated in here.
I mean, at least it looks nice.
This fan keeps itching.
It's better than like some random ass dingy white towel like hanging on my fucking thing. You know,
shut the fuck up, man.
Or like a blue one, and the whole color scheme's off at that point.
But I use a gray towel.
Okay.
Or no, I have a gray robe, and then I have a head towel.
Cool.
Anyway, what I've caught myself doing too is don't let me at your house, because if I wash my hands in your bathroom, I will not use your hand towel that's hanging on the thing.
Now, see, this is where you turn into the weirdo, because the hand towel is there specifically for
but
you.
It's always
and
wet.
Guest, no, it's not.
It's always fucking damp.
That's your own problem.
It's always damp, and I'm just like, this is athlete's foot.
That is
just
all
all over my
That's
shit.
only you.
So if I'm lucky enough to be in a house that has towels that are new sitting somewhere,
Yeah.
I'll just fucking like
Here's
those.
Here's your problem. Is you just assume that everybody's exactly like you. You're like, you guys know what I mean? They're damp. The hand towels are always wet.
You're telling me
like,
you never used a hand towel and it's like damp because you're at a thing and people used it before you and it's like wet?
Yeah, so I have a house party and my friends just take a piss and I gotta take a piss and I go there and I wash my hands and I use the hand towel to dry them. It's a little wet. Oh, that makes sense because the person that was just in here used it to dry off, because you know what normal people do? They use the hand towel to dry off their goddamn hands.
To be fair, I will also use the hand towel sometimes if there's no other option. Like, I won't use somebody's personal towel to dry my hands.
Wait. Your argument makes no sense. Are you saying that the hand towel is just naturally wet?
No, I'm saying because other people use it usually before I get to it. Yeah.
So you're
so I'm sitting there
you're
like,
acknowledging that you're the one who is totally different in this scenario.
Yeah.
Because you started the conversation like
making everybody else the asshole,
these, right? Yeah. Now you're saying because they're always wet because everybody uses them.
Yeah. Yeah. So like if I see a decorative towel, I will use it to dry my hands. Fuck using the hand towel. Also, if the hand towel's damp, sometimes I'll use it, whatever.
Yeah.
But if I'm lucky enough and that person stores their normal towels or new hand towels in that same bathroom and they're out in the open, like I don't have to go fishing for them because I'm not going to go look through cabinets, of course. But like sometimes people just have like a little shelf with new towels on it. Mm-hmm. I'll fucking like use that shit.
It's pretty messed up
because then it dries my hands a lot quicker. Yeah, I know it's clean.
But those aren't meant for that. Those are going to be
100%.
in their personal use for probably showers later.
100%.
So in a way, you're just violating people's privacy.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like
dirty ass hands on fucking towels.
Yeah,
that they're going to use to wipe their body. Later with.
But like it's one of those things like in Downton Abbey. You don't know this shit, but like Mrs. Patmore talks about how fucking like.
I love how you say you don't know this shit, but I'm gonna name a specific character
in case somebody watching this. and she's like, I think she says, what the mind doesn't know, the heart won't grieve over. It's like if you don't know, I ain't hurt nobody. They're not gonna know any different.
Yeah.
They're like, for all I know, that's their ball towel. I don't fucking know nothing.
You could say the same thing about shooting someone in the back of their head. Like,
you're right.
They're not gonna know.
They're not gonna know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I have. No more rebuttals on that.
You know what? I always think about whenever I go to other person's house. Like I judge people based on whether or not they have a tissue box in their bathroom.
Do most people have a tissue box in their bathroom?
If they don't,
is that a normal thing?
If they don't, they should. It's normal in my family.
For masturbation?
No.
Why would you have a tissue in? I use toilet paper.
Yeah, but like you're wasting toilet paper, and you've got to like pull it out. You got to tear it off. You got to like fold it, and then you blow your nose.
To be fair, I don't like how tissues feel on my face. I'd rather have toilet paper.
Oh my god.
Do you keep a tissue box in your bathroom, Chris?
It's sitting outside the bathroom, just around the corner.
To be completely honest, this is an unfair argument towards me because I fucking just don't like tissues in general.
That's such a weird
thing. Like Ashley has
like.
tissue boxes sprinkled around the house. I fucking don't like. She's always
do you hear my tone of voice? I'm defeated.
Like, I would rather walk to the bathroom and fold up toilet paper to blow my nose than use a tissue because tissues are too smooth and powdery. And then I just get shit all over my face. And since I have like today I haven't shaved my face yet, like, so I have a little bit of mustache going on that's like stubbly. It just like rips the fucking fibers out of the thing, and then I spend like, I have to brush all the shit off my face from a stupid fucking powdery tissue that was made by fucking idiots.
Do you see how much hair is underneath Chris and I's noses?
Yes, but at that point,
we never have that problem.
When it is that link that is soft. I'm talking about stubble versus long hair. If you have stubble, it's like Velcro and it fucking rips shit.
You're really passionate about this.
All I'm saying is tissues are fucking idiotic.
I don't have the energy to argue with you about
I've just never been a tissue fan. I'd use tissues more than I ever have, but I'm not a fan of them. I'd rather use toilet paper.
See, because when
the texture is different.
When I go into the bathroom at a friend's house, like, you know, I get allergies and all that stuff, and, you know, sometimes my nose just runs for no reason and shit like that.
I see.
It's like, you know, if I go in and I'm like, fuck, or like, you know, like I feel like something's in my nose and I need to blow hard, it's like, I'm gonna look for some tissues because that's what's comfortable to me.
I see.
And I don't see any, and then I have to use someone's toilet paper, and I'm like, what the fuck is this one ply shit? You know what I mean?
That
like,
makes sense. To me, blowing my nose with a tissue is like blowing it with parchment paper. It's like just fucking like, it doesn't soak anything up. It just fucking like runs down. Like if I were to like sneeze, or like if I had an eyedropper of fucking Jello and put it on toilet paper or a fucking tissue, it would just slide off the tissue, but it would soak into the toilet paper. I feel like you're wrong. All of you are wrong.
I love how you make the comparison to parchment paper. Like that's a relatable thing that all the viewers are gonna know. Like,
do you use parchment paper?
For what?
What the fuck do you mean for what?
What would I use parchment paper for?
All sorts of shit.
Like what?
You use it to like bake shit with.
Oh yeah?
Have you ever made like cookies or
No.
or fucking pizza rolls or anything?
I've made pizza rolls, yes.
Let me guess, you use foil or you just spray a pan like an asshole.
I don't spray the pan, I don't use foil. I just throw those bitches on a plate, throw them in the microwave, and put that shit on for a minute.
So do you know what parchment paper is?
Yeah, it is used for baking. I'm sure Alec would know about it. Like it's the like paper, like
Yeah.
it's like a tissue paper consistency that like goes into gift baskets and shit.
Kind of. It's a little harder than that, but like
Yeah.
the reason it's better than like foil. This is so fucking not UFOs or aliens. I'm so sorry.
I don't think we're ever gonna get to it. We're already at the 12-minute mark, and like the video that I have prepared in the conversation I was planning to have is gonna exceed that 15 minutes that we have left.
Anyway, parchment paper, nothing sticks to it. So like you make pizza rolls, cookies, or whatever, you don't have to scrape shit off. You don't have to like chisel it off.
Yeah.
It literally just slides off of it.
Chiseling things off is part of the fun, though.
Bull fucking shit.
Just kidding. I don't know.
Okay, that's all. The other thing I was going to talk about, I won't bring up because obviously these are going way further than I expected them to.
Yeah, what are you going to title this podcast? Are you going to title it about UFOs, or are you going to title it about?
Do you want to keep going about UFOs, or you want me to talk about my next thing?
What?
Might as well keep going.
I know that like if we take the dramatic shift to talking about aliens, extraterrestrial life right now, I think it's going to be quite the contrast.
You're right. I'll call the actual aliens one take 2 whenever we get to it. If we get to it today or next time or whatever.
Yeah.
So update on the house next door, my haunted abandoned house.
Yeah.
I actually his dad stopped by because he'll walk their dogs and he'll stop by every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
And we were there and he was like, yeah, there's like a bunch of people outside. Turns out they had an open house for the door next door to sell it.
No shit.
To auction it.
Oh my God.
So
that's huge.
It might not be a homeless haven.
Yeah.
Anymore.
It's a utopia for the homeless at the moment.
And I got to walk through it with permission.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And just because I was waiting for Ashley was on her way home and I caught the guy outside and I just wanted to know what was happening because I didn't know. And he was like, yeah, they're auctioning it. And there's just a bunch of investors and shit. Because I saw a bunch of BMWs and like nice, like huge ass trucks and shit. So I know wealthy people were coming to look at this place. And he was like, it's an investors auction. Like people are coming to check it out. And I looked and I guess they're trying to sell it for like $29,000.
Wow.
It's like the price of like a nice car.
Yeah. It's amazing.
And you walk inside and I guess like you can see new drywall where somebody had bought it and started to renovate it and was like, fuck this.
Oh, shit.
Because there's no normal walls. It's all skeleton on the inside. Like all the insulation's out, everything's out.
Okay.
And you can see literal like where like homeless beds everywhere in there.
Shit.
Like you can see shit where homeless people have been living in it.
Yeah.
But it's the exact same type of layout as my house, but bigger. It extends further out and has like 2 bathrooms upstairs and downstairs. Like,
oh my god!
So it was either split into a duplex at one point. Anyway, that house is gonna get sold and renovated, and I'm not gonna have to worry about homeless people anymore.
Congrats, dude! I bet that's a relief.
It fucking is. At the same time, though, it gives you this weird feeling of like, I don't like knowing that I can't control what happens next door. Even though it's not like I could before. Like, it's weird to think of. You were the one who was,
like, boarding it up and shit when you needed to.
Yeah, like, I had to board it up. I'm the one who has to keep tabs on if people are in it and shit. And now it's, like, knowing that somebody... Also, if I'm in the backyard and I don't like something in my yard, like a branch, I just throw it over the fucking fence in the backyard. Because I know it's not my fucking problem. And it's not anybody's problem because nobody lives there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's kind of weird knowing that somebody's just going to, like... You know, I'm going to have to deal with, like, construction for who knows fucking how long.
True. Yeah,
and
you're probably going to have to deal with a bunch of trucks in front of your place and everything.
Yeah, and then, like, I'm going to have to start trimming the fucking plants on that side, like the bushes that are, like, growing over the sidewalk and shit. Like, it's like now so really I have to put, like, ever.
Yeah, really you're just upset because you don't get to be as lazy as you have been.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Also, like, right now we're killing off my yard, so it looks like shit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, I don't know, man.
Damn.
But it's kind of cool. I like that I'm not going to have to worry.
Well, what if you get neighbors from hell, though, and they're worse than the homeless problem that you were dealing with before?
Fuck them. I'll put really, really rude things on their door, in their mailbox.
Like what?
Like just notes.
Yeah?
Just notes that are like, I hate you. And they'll put like parentheses whisper.
You're like, why is this written on parchment paper?
Yeah, I'm going to write it on parchment paper with marker, man.
Yeah.
Or I'll fucking bake pizza rolls on it to where it stains the parchment paper in the spelling of I hate you. And then I'll crumble that up and put it, and they'll unwrap it, and they'll be like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, ew, it's I hate you, but in grease. Why does it smell like pepperoni?
Chris, how do you cook pizza rolls?
In the oven.
You cook them in the oven?
Mm-hmm.
You know that's not what we're fucking asking you. Do you use parchment paper or foil or nothing?
I was asking that. Every now and then I'll get fancy and put them in the oven, too.
What do you mean fancy? Are you guys saying you microwave pizza rolls?
Bitch, you missed the conversation. I literally said that on
say
camera
that.
in the middle of the podcast.
I wasn't listening to you. I was listening to Chris. That's my bad. Why?
A lot of the microwave pizza roll events come from me being super drunk.
Are they good like that? I've never had them like that.
I mean, they're
Chris just says no.
They're definitely doughy.
I was going to say, because like I like to overcook them to where they're kind of
crispy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best. That's the best case scenario for pizza rolls.
I see.
But when you're just needing some quick food, microwave those bitches. Just takes a minute. 1 minute.
It's kind of hard to argue the speed.
Yeah.
Because then if you're like, oh, well, I get them this quickly and all I have to do is sacrifice a little bit of the experience, then okay.
Yeah. Imagine like being dropped off from like a crazy party and you're like drunk and you're like, fuck, I'm hungry because it's been so long since I've eaten. And then you're just like, what's in the house? I'm not trying to cook something. You're like, oh, fuck, pizza rolls. And throw those bitches on the plate.
Is it really only like a minute?
Minute. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. But no, I agree.
I've never done that.
The oven is the preferred way.
Wow.
But I still don't use parchment paper. I'll throw those bitches on a cookie sheet, throw them in there, and then cook them. Yeah.
And honestly, the parchment paper thing comes from laziness because then I literally don't
have to worry about it.
I don't have to clean anything.
Yeah.
And I would say normally like, oh, go ahead and clean your shit, but like I take that shit off a pan
and
put
the
there's
cookie
literally
sheet back in the cabinet.
Yeah.
At that point.
Because it literally has nothing. Because the parchment paper is usually wider than the pan a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like. You don't really even have to fuck with it.
Nice.
We're talking about some boring ass shit.
Probably.
But yeah, I mean.
Everyone's like, this, you start off the podcast, this is going to be about UFOs and aliens. And everyone's like, ooh, another one.
Oh,
fuck
shit.
Yeah. And then like, yeah, fast forward 18 minutes later and we're like, yeah, I mean, parchment paper, you could just throw the cookie sheet back in the fucking cabinet. Yeah. It's perfectly clean.
Did you know you only have to microwave pizza rolls for 1 minute?
Holy shit.
Approximately. Oh my god. That is pretty much all the topics I had. So now we're in this weird position where we could talk about UFOs and shit, but there's only so many minutes left.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
And we don't have really a new topic to talk about. Chris, what's new?
Yeah, tell me about tell me about your guys' days, man, your weeks. Chris, what's been going on with you?
Damn it. We've been refiguring stuff at the university for social distancing when they reopen.
Tell me about that. That's
just
interesting.
Putting a bunch of signs up, blocking off all the seats. I think I don't even know how many, what the percentage is on how many seats are there.
But they're planning to like reopen all that stuff.
No, only for certain events. But those specific events they reopen, they're going to have to obviously abide by social distancing rules. And so
for sure,
they need all the seats blocked off that they don't want people sitting in.
Damn.
Do you guys keep your masks like in your car?
Yeah. And Julie the other day was like, "What's your mask doing on the passenger seat? You need to put this either on your window, on your mirror, or on your stick shift thing." And I don't know stick shift, but like the whatever that.
Like
is.
I keep it on like a turn signal or something.
Yeah, because my car's got black interior, and I wear black cloth masks, and I've lost so many masks in the past like couple months, and so yeah, I just need to keep mine somewhere in my car as backup all the time.
Do you just have one?
No, I've got a few now. But what I'll do is I'll be somewhere and I'll put it in my pocket and then leave and then get in my house and then be like, oh, my face mask is in my pocket. Let me just throw it on this counter. And then the next day I'm like rushing outside to go somewhere and I'm like getting there and I'm like, fuck, I don't have a mask.
Yep.
Yeah.
That happens to me all the fucking time. I have to like drive back. But
yeah.
Now like I've gotten to the point where I'll leave like 3 on my turn
really?
signal.
Nice.
Like as a backup.
That's smart. That's smart though.
But
like it's becoming the new, like, you know how you leave place and you're like phone, wallet, keys. All right, I'm good. It's like mask is included in that. Who would have thought we'd be including that?
Right. Like when I left your house earlier and I like was like, oh, I'm on this side of town. I'm gonna drop by Ashley's work. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna drop into J Ray's and like get her a cookie or whatever. Like, it's just like a surprise. And I was walking up to the door and I saw the mask sign or whatever. I was like, oh, fuck. I didn't get it. And I was like, oh, it's just on my turn signal. I just went and grabbed it. Like,
oh, nice.
Like the protocol, like now there's a fucking process in place to make sure you're covered. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
I got a bone to pick with a local business. It's not a local business, but the business is here locally. Planet Fitness, August 1st, right?
Yeah.
So I'd go to Planet Fitness to work out every now and then, and I was on a really good roll before COVID and stuff like that, and then it happened, and I was like, I'm not going to a fucking gym. Like, that sounds like a petri dish of viruses. Yeah. Just everybody breathing really hard.
I was going to get a gym
environment.
membership. I think I was talking to you about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's super sketch right now. Anyways, like Planet Fitness came out and announced that August 1st, they're going to enforce that every single member in Planet Fitness is required to wear a mask when they're working out. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to start going back then because I would be more comfortable wearing a mask in there. And if everybody else is wearing a mask, great. Plus, gyms right now aren't super popular, of course, so there's going to be significantly less people in there. So chances are just down overall. And so I was like, cool. So I start going. It's what, August 5th? I've been 3 times. And like since August 1st, and I'm pretty much the only one wearing a mask in there.
No fucking way.
They're not enforcing it at all.
Oh my God.
And I don't know if the Planet Fitness just last minute decided that it's going to be a state by state thing. They can decide themselves, or if our local Planet Fitness is just like, nah, we ain't going to enforce it and just letting people work out. And it's like, it sucks because like I'm there and I'm like exercising with my mask on. And it's like when we did that shoot outside when we were kind of worried about potentially being exposed to it, so we wanted to wear a mask just to be safe even though we were outside. The judgment that you feel from other people when they look at you, you can tell they just have that look, like they look differently at you because you're wearing a mask. It's just like that. You get that all the time at the gym,
which sucks because not only like in that specific scenario, yeah, we wear a mask because, one, we're a business, and like the last thing we need is for somebody to be like, these assholes from this business aren't doing everything they can because one person has that opinion.
Yeah. Well, especially when our business is like like we deal with a lot of people all the time.
And on top of that, like naturally, like Cole and I will film weddings. Like weddings have come back. Like we've shot some weddings, and you know, even though we wear masks at those weddings, like we would hate to, if we for some reason, God forbid, had it, take it to something smaller. Yeah. And like, so we do it out of respect for the people who like have no idea where we've been.
Exactly.
You know,
it's just responsible at that point.
It's just us being thoughtful of you rather than like us being like, well, we don't want to catch anything. It's like, no, we would hate that if we gave you something.
Yeah.
Vice versa too. It's like,
for sure. It's
like the judgment does suck. As much as I fucking hate wearing masks, I don't think anybody likes wearing masks. Yeah. But like at the same time, like we're just trying to be, you know, thoughtful of like you. We're trying to make sure that you get to live your life and have a good time and shit.
Totally. And like, yeah, wearing a mask when you're working out sucks. It's not the best thing ever, but like it's also not hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's not the most difficult thing in the world. No. And then the way I think about it too is like, shit, if my fucking wife has to wear a mask, goggles, and a face shield like for 12 hours in a row, I can wear one for an hour at the gym just to be safe, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Like,
even though it is taking away your rights.
You're right. It sure is. I thought this was America.
God. But yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
How much time do we got?
We're at 27. 27. So we're about done. Yeah.
Chris, do you have anything to add?
No.
You fucking Chris.
One day he is going to have something to add.
I thought about making a switch, like me go sit over there and force Chris to sit here or there. So like he's like forced to be more like in the
make
main
him
part.
the guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, he like has to talk more.
Maybe we'll do that next time.
Yeah, probably. Cool.
And then I'll be behind the desk being like,
cool.
I don't know. I'm just kidding, Chris. Oh, hey, real quick. If you've made it this far, we just want to let you know, we're getting a lot of people that we didn't anticipate watching the podcast coming up to us in person out in the street and say, hey, watch your podcast. Like people that we know, you know, either like clients or like old friends or something like that. The numbers don't say that. So if you are watching this and you're one of those people who we don't know watches the podcast, give a comment, you know, or at least give a like or something like that. That'd be cool. Also, we just what did we want to talk about?
Oh, we were gonna say. I mentioned like I wanted to do it in the beginning of a podcast, but if you made it this far, fucking awesome. If you see a title of a podcast or a thumbnail, it's any kind of descriptor of if that's a fucking word of a description that tells you this is what this podcast is going to be about. Yeah. Just remember, this one was supposed to be about UFOs.
Yeah. It doesn't exclusively
that doesn't mean shit.
That's the podcast subject the whole entire time.
Yeah. Like that might be 5 to 10 minutes of something we talk about, but it's like the most important thing. So that's why we titled it or thumbnailed it that way. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of shit in there. It's still worth watching. Trust us.
Man, dude, from this angle, your headphones, like they're all like chrome on the edges.
Oh yeah.
It just looks like it's like you're Daft Punk right now, dude.
Let's do this.
You know what that song is?
No.
Subscribe.